They say this is a big rich town.
Okay, welcome back to the Binge Podcast. This is episode 6. I'm here with Kamara, Kane, and Joel. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Hello.
Not bad.
Hello.
Good week.
It's been an eventful
Reminded me
week.
of Adele, sorry.
It was. I'm glad you got that though. I'm glad you got that because it was.
Wait. The
Sis?
Jamaican picture of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Bantu knots and the Jamaican flag bikini.
Oh yeah, did you see it?
Yeah.
I rate her for
It
that.
was unnecessary.
I rate her for that. You know what I mean? She don't care. And the amount of sticks she got from the US.
Yeah, I think
Because
Ridiculous.
she wasn't showing them no love, that's why
Yeah.
they got
Of course
jealous.
there's a fine line between, like, people don't understand culture vultures and embracing culture. That's what
Listen, the US have only just realised there's black people in the UK.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
They've only just realised. So for them, yeah, they're still learning. So we'll allow them for a minute.
Hope
innit?
she enjoyed her carnival weekend.
Exactly, wherever she was looking spicy
Innit?
with them
Looking
bantu
good.
knots and that bikini top. Go on,
Don't
Adele.
forget the feathers.
God,
Oh,
yeah.
the
Oh,
feathers
yeah.
threw me off. Yeah,
Same. They were quite small. I was expecting it to be bigger. But,
She looks good though.
she looks good. She
She
looks
lost bare weight.
She lost
Yeah,
a
she's
lot
looking
of weight.
healthy. Go, girl.
Anyway,
It's
how's everyone's week been? Good?
been busy.
It's been a good week. Busy week. Had Friday off, so, you know,
Nice.
relaxing, chillaxing.
Blessings.
Oh, saw Parasite as well. Very good film.
you
Oh,
liked
yeah.
it.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah.
Good, banging film.
Swear
Absolutely
down.
banging film. It's one of those films where, because literally, when we was watching it, I was like, do you know what? I don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Like, I legit don't know what's going to happen next. And then something happened, and I was like, no way that could happen. That doesn't make... like,
Subtitles, though, yeah?
yeah, that's not only... But it flows.
It
It flows.
flows.
Like, I can talk that language now, bro. That's it.
Swear down.
Yeah,
That's
I can
good.
talk that language now. Like, it works.
It's your career now, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Well done.
All the time, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a good watch. I definitely recommend. Like, I actually genuinely enjoyed it. It was just, nah. That's why I understand why it's actually
The
one
hype was
quite...
worth it.
Exactly. The hype was worth it, and I'm happy I paid my money to watch it. And we went into a drive-in cinema, so
Oh,
it was
that's
really
nice.
good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the new normal, guys.
Exactly.
Cute.
Cute.
Nah, well, it was a bit techie though, because they asked me to. So the way how you listen to it is through the radio,
Mhm.
but you have to turn your engine off. So I'm sitting there thinking, yo, listen,
My
I
battery's
guarantee-
gonna go.
I thought everyone is gonna drive off car, but I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have that backseat. That's good. Luckily, I kept turning on and off the engine.
You have to jump these, yeah?
Yeah, probably had them in the back. And as we're driving, I saw one guy. Yeah, he had his little KA. He had to pop up his hood. I was like, oh, it was you.
Swear down.
Yeah, it was you.
That's
What a
deep.
shame.
Why are you not turning your engine? I get it, though. I get it.
Because people's engines make bare noise. That's
Trust.
why.
And,
And
you
also
know,
the
fossil
fumes.
fuels and all that.
Yeah. Imagine if all the cars, because there was over 50 cars there.
Nice.
So all of that, like CO2 emissions, that would have been mad. Absolutely mad.
You guys seen that new Tenant film? Whatever you call it?
No.
I heard it's amazing though.
Yeah.
Is it?
See, I've heard 50-50.
Same.
I've heard a lot of 2 out of 10s and then 10 out of 10s.
Maybe
I think
people
if
are
you
biased.
like Inception,
Mm.
then you'll like this.
Mm.
I think that's literally it.
I just can't bring myself to go to cinema yet.
Really?
Yeah,
No, even if you get like, because you get like half a row to yourself.
we'll see.
Listen, spend good money and go to one of those cinemas that you've got so much space.
Oh,
Like
Deluxe.
a deluxe.
That's it, that's
it.
You know, I've actually got those. I've got Odeon gift tickets or
Oh,
whatever
gift
because I complained one time to the manager. It was very cold in there, and they didn't turn
There's
off the air
always-
conditioning.
Right.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, but cinema's usually cold though.
It is. That's why I always bring my
Exactly.
scarf and I'm ready.
Do you know what else is cool actually? The boat cinemas. Have you guys seen them?
Yes.
I want to do that.
Boat cinema.
Yeah, have you
Oh,
not
I
seen
don't
it?
know.
No.
Boat, well,
I sent it to you. So it's like
Oh,
a
yes, you
paddling
did.
or
Yeah,
swimming
you
or
did.
whatever,
Yeah.
floating cinema.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
send me the link, bro.
Oh, well, you know about it.
No, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're on
very
Instagram,
romantic
that's
for
why.
all people out there. So,
Yeah. Anywho, do you guys know what we're talking about today? The Umbrella Academy.
Great.
I love the show. So.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot about it.
Listen, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. Yeah,
Mm.
I was wary of watching this when it first came out, and I saw the trailer. I was a bit like, do you know what I mean? All superheroes again, okay. And then I watched it, but it's one of those shows for me where now I watched it, I just continued watching it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Got me a little bit hooked. I'm not gonna lie.
It is like that. It's not like a superhero superhero show.
Mm.
Really,
Yeah.
it's more about the characters, the journeys, and stuff like that. So
Different takes.
Speaking of characters, let's start off talking about Klaus.
oh man,
Klaus.
I love.
Does anyone recognise him from Misfits?
Of course,
Yeah.
Nathan.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I love
Of course.
him in
Big up to
Misfits.
him doing big things.
Yeah.
Go on.
I think
Check.
the jury's still out on Klaus. I like him, but
I think he's hilarious.
the thing is, he is.
He
but
whines
it's
a lot.
like,
He whinges.
this is it.
He
It's like, bro,
whinges.
just stop being a child.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
Get
it's 'cause
over
he's a
it.
child.
But at the same time, it's like, oh, this guy's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's like calling him Prince, bro? The high voice he's got. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, always like, oh.
He is a child, but he's been through a lot. Like the other characters, I guess, but he just handles things differently, innit?
I mean, let's be honest. His power. So, okay, let's just give a kind of overview of the show. So, the overview of the show is that all these kids got born at the exact same time, all around the world, with a gift. Each one a different power, superpower. And 7, I don't know if I'm going to call them lucky.
Seven
Yeah, I mean,
suckers.
um,
Let's say suckers. 7 suckers got adopted.
Seven-
Maybe unwanted.
Trust. 7 children got adopted by this very strange, strict, old, rich professor and brought them up to be a team of superheroes.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it,
The
right?
Umbrella Academy.
And he called it the Umbrella Academy, exactly.
I don't quite get the name.
I don't either, actually.
There's probably
Yeah.
maybe more meaning behind
There
it. Maybe we
probably
just
is.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
Especially seeing the end of season 2.
Yeah.
That's definitely a reason.
How many points are there to an umbrella?
8.
Okay, then.
Yeah, but he might
They-
class
they
himself
were.
as one.
There were 8 of them, no?
Do you know what?
No.
Oh,
there was
8's a
7.
guess, actually. I'm not
Actually,
even going to
There
lie
was
to you.
7 because Ben's 6.
Okay.
So it's
Oh.
7. So maybe Hargreaves is the 8th one. Or when we get into season 2, because remember there's another one, but we'll get there soon.
Okay.
Don't
No,
worry.
but can
That's
we just
this is my theory, so
say
I'll bring it later.
like, the opening
Oh,
of season 1
yeah,
was
yeah,
literally
yeah.
this random woman was flirting with someone in Germany, and then she gets in the pool and she has a baby. So it's literally like
Yeah, that's so
like
funny.
pregnancy happened out of nowhere. Like
No, but they
just gave
kissed.
birth. Yeah,
They fully. See, when I first said, okay, yeah, you're right. So the opening scene, you got this young Russian girl, young Russian boy in like a swimming class, and they're like giving each other the eyes, sitting on the bench waiting for instructions from their coach or something, and then he like creeps closer to her and then they peck. Next minute, she just runs, gets up and runs into the pool, bombs, scratches everyone, and then we all see is blood. I'm
Mhm.
thinking she's cracked her head, she's hit her head or something.
Yeah.
Turns out she's 9 months pregnant in a matter of 9 minutes or 9 seconds,
Bro.
and she has a baby in the pool.
Do you know what that reminds me of? You know, I don't know if this is an African thing, but when girls first like have their periods and stuff, they're like, "Don't go near boys because you'll get pregnant." That's what it reminded me of.
Isn't
Because
it?
they're like, "If it touches you, you get pregnant." That's what it reminded me of. Like, so it was like, she just got kissed
Wow.
and then she had a baby. Like I was
Damn.
like, "Right."
It's like cooties, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Cuties.
it was insane. So yeah, 43. That happened to 43 women that one day
Across the world.
across the world.
That's wild.
And
43.
7 lucky suckers got
He
adopted
went
by
and
the
bought
billionaire.
7 of them, basically. Yeah,
Exactly.
all
with
different races.
Yeah. We got to be multicultural up in this piece.
It's
Mhm.
2020.
So Klaus is one of them.
Yeah,
Am I right to assume he's German?
I think I don't know because I thought maybe Vanya was, but maybe
No,
No,
she's
Vanya's-
Russian.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh
she
yeah,
is.
she's Russian. Yeah.
She's the one who got born in the pool.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Klaus can speak to the dead.
Yeah, that's his power, man.
That's not power. Sorry. Bro,
He can
anyone
summon.
can speak to the dead, bro. You can play Ouija board. Yeah, and what? You've got classes.
Okay, don't mess with those Ouija boards, man.
No.
Listen,
Listen.
God forbid, innit? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's not for me. But
That's juju.
I don't know, bro. I feel like, I don't know, man. I just don't really rate his power.
I don't know.
I think he's
I mean,
got a cool power.
It's a cool part because he
It's
can
different.
control. No, well, he can control it.
He can summon the dead.
Yeah.
All right,
And they
so
can fight on behalf of him.
True,
season
true,
2,
Mhm.
we find more, and the thing is, there's more to it.
Mhm.
I think there's more to his power because
Mm.
I think he probably could bring people back from the dead potentially. Because originally in season 1, his power is just that he just talks to people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one else can see him. He can see him.
Mm.
He can talk to them. No one else can hear him. He can hear them. And that's it. And to be honest with you, in season 1, his power's dead. Like he's a kind of irrelevant kind of power, to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, a lot comes out where he realizes that he can touch them and he can feel them,
They can possess him.
and then he can get possessed,
Mhm.
and then he can like bring them back kind of momentarily. But I don't think anyone can actually see them still.
No.
No, because that's like Ben. So that's the other sibling where he's the only one that can see that he didn't cross over to the to the other side. He stayed, and Klaus was the only one that could see Ben. So, and then obviously, as Ben kind of said, how weird is that? We've got a Ben and a Ben. Hey, so Ben. So Klaus brings back Ben in the show, and then he gets possessed. So yeah, like we said, there's a lot. I think there's more to his character.
But I think also because season 1, Ben's like, not Ben. On season 1, and Klaus is like on drugs. Like this guy.
Yeah, but that's
he's
what
not-
prevents him from
from-
actually using his power
Yeah.
to the best it can be,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because he's always high.
Yeah, because he comes out of rehab, and he's not any better, to be honest. So that's where we see him. But yeah.
Well, let's touch on Ben then, because obviously
Yeah.
we brought him up because Klaus and Ben are like
Batman
a
and Robin.
pair. Yeah, you could say, because Ben unfortunately died, so we don't know when.
It was when they were teenagers and they
went on a mission.
They went on a
didn't they?
mission because they used to be like they used to save the day.
Oh my god, I just remembered.
Superhero, isn't
Superheroes,
it? Yeah, come on.
Because their dad trained them to be superheroes.
Yeah.
So they went out and they just went wrong, and Ben died. And then they had a statue of him in the garden. But yeah, Ben's power like
He
I don't know, it's weird. He had tentacles.
tentacles.
Yeah.
Like he was fighting with
He could
tentacles
summon
and
the
stuff like
tentacles of horrors from his body.
Uh-uh.
that. I'd rather
So
be
he could
fast.
just
So basically, he turned into the Kraken,
Bro,
Yeah, I'm
that's
saying.
it, bro.
and he just come out and did a madness and just grabbed people and threw them around.
But,
That's what I found a bit strange about a lot of them, is that they could just get shot.
yeah.
But this is my point. I don't feel like their powers are really powers. Like I don't know. It's obviously it's a power, but it's like
they're different types of power that we're not
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah, it's not like invisibility or
Yeah.
strength. Well, there's strength, but
What that girl has. Let's
Yeah.
not even talk about that.
but
But
I
yeah,
know what you mean.
Ben and Klaus. So Ben and Klaus are like, because Ben passes away, obviously when he turns into like a ghost or whatever, Klaus can then see him. Klaus is just bantering with him as like normal.
Yeah.
And then this is in season 2, we see a flashback. We find out that Ben doesn't go into the light in terms to heaven or whatever.
afterlife.
Yeah. So he
Kind of stuck here.
he decided to just
Do you
hang
know what
around.
I find mad? I was telling Kamara, well, how the heck did the ghost grow up into an adult?
That is
Because when he died, he was like 13, and he's an adult.
We don't know much
Everyone
about the
else is
spiritual
adults.
stuff, so that could happen.
Hey, that is true.
Do you know what I mean? That could happen.
Sometimes things happen, you get stuck in it, and things
Boy.
happen in it.
So they stuck around, and I think that's kind of nice.
It
And they
is.
obviously they got really close because Ben's got no one else to talk to.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's always going to follow Klaus, isn't he? And I think, in a way, you could say that Ben was like his guardian angel,
Yeah, he was.
because he was kind of sensible. And obviously, knowing that he's no longer alive, that he appreciates life more. So where Klaus is a flipping
Nutcase.
crack addict, drug
He
addict,
doesn't care if he dies.
alcoholic, you name it, and just kind of like ruining his life, throwing away his opportunities and stuff. Ben's there just to kind of
The voice of reason, isn't it?
yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So it's nice, and then obviously in season 2, I feel like it just gets funny between them. To be honest, when they start realizing they can like touch each other,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh crap!" Like,
Mm.
because what happened? Ben hit him.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Ben
Yeah.
like fully hit him in the face,
Yeah.
and then Ben falls in love.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Nah.
so sad though.
Like, can we just
Yeah.
say that scene was a bit weird? No.
Yeah, that's weird.
Very.
You can't possess someone to have sex with the person you like.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
what
really-
I'm saying.
But then he
Like-
found out Klaus
Bruv,
wanted sex.
but-
Yeah, all of them anyway.
This is what I mean about Klaus, bro.
Klaus
Klaus,
He's a free spirit, literally. Like, He's
Yeah.
a free spirit.
Proper
a bit
hippie.
too
He was
bro.
meant for the 60s.
He was meant
Yeah.
to be a cult leader.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
he was a
just-
cult leader.
Yeah, it was just destiny. You know what I loved in the trailer when they were like, "Oh my god, the end of the day is coming." He's like, "My what's it? My cult's gonna be so pissed."
I told him it was gonna happen.
2019. Like it's just, but I think it was clever for him. It was clever for them to do it. He was destined for that, man. The big house, the big robes,
Yeah.
temples.
The
He's-
tattoos.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, he was
the
destined
nappy.
for it.
He's
Right.
luxurious.
So,
You mentioned earlier that Klaus had a rough childhood, and I mean, as I was saying, I'm going to bring up his power. It would be tough because you're seeing ghosts, dead people, people you probably don't even know, scary stuff, man. And your dad locks you in a cemetery kind of coffin room or something in the dark. Bro, that's scary, man.
Traumatizing.
Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. No wonder he turned into a bloody drug addict.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think there's so much more also because in season 2 we see he keeps going up to that guy and Ben's like, relaxed, you don't need to tell him how he's going to die. So if you remember in season 1 they show you flashbacks where he's in the war, so that was one of his roommates and he fell in love with him and so I think that also turned him to become a drug addict as well later on. So that's why he went back.
But when he came back from that, because he stole the briefcase to go back by accident to Vietnam, when he came back then he got sober. That's when Ben helped him get sober. But then I think he just like made it a mission to go and save. What's his name?
I can't remember. He's
I
relevant.
feel like it was Dave, but it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
It wasn't Dave.
I feel like it was Dave, you know.
Maybe it was. Or David? Anyway.
Something.
It was like his mission to save his life, but unfortunately I think he brought his death closer.
Yeah, I think he just made it worse, to be honest.
This is why they say with time travel, big responsibilities. You can't change the timeline. You can't do that.
Well, yeah, that's mad because he accidentally went back in time.
Yeah.
So he gets so what are they called? The commission.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this weird company called the commission that dictates basically time, and they have this organization that helps the world stick to the right timeline, basically. And they've got different groups where you've got people who are analysts and you've got people out in the field. Do you know what I mean? That's assassinate people, that's going to ruin it and stuff.
Exactly,
and
sounds like
just me, do you know what I'm saying? So
It does.
basically, was it called Hazel and Cha-Cha,
aka Mary J. Blige.
Sick.
She's so good in it.
Yeah.
I just found it funny to me. Has she done acting before?
Yeah. She's a good actress, you know.
Wow, listen, she's gonna be in your favourite Power.
Isn't
So,
it?
you know.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
So the reason why they're there is because of Five, one of the siblings as well. And
Who worked for the commission.
Yeah, he worked for the commission. He was an assassin. Yeah.
That brief time.
That brief
Didn't go well.
he's a bit complicated as well because
I think Five is the most interesting character out of all of them because it's weird because he gets stuck in the future, sees the apocalypse, then comes back. Well, he runs, he thinks he goes for like 2 minutes, but then gets stuck in the future.
For a long time.
For a very long time.
And he gets married to a mannequin.
Exactly. And he meets the handler who's the head boss of the commission. So that's how he gets all tangled up in that situation. So yeah,
I think the interesting thing about him is he stayed in his child body. And when he speaks, you're like, why is this child swearing at everyone? But he's actually the most mature, most experienced.
I think he was the best.
He is. He's a really good actor, you know. He turned 16
acting-wise,
last year.
Yeah.
Like acting-wise, he was very good.
Yeah.
He was very good.
But he's like the glue of the Umbrella Academy after their dad dies.
So yeah, the commission are just some weird, dodgy people that no one even knows about because they're like behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. They are after Five because of Five's history, which we'll go back onto, or present or future. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, they end up getting Klaus and torturing him to find out where Five is, because Five's power is that he can teleport. Mm-hmm. So no one knows where he is. So Klaus ends up escaping and taking their briefcase, not knowing what it is, but their briefcase. So these agents, their briefcase is their time traveling device. Yeah, I mean, who thinks of this stuff, right? Yeah. So accidentally, he time travels
when he's sitting on the bus.
And ends up jumping back into the past to, it must be the 60s then, or the /70s, and he ends up getting recruited for the Vietnam War.
Okay, I think we should talk about Diego because he brought up Diego.
Yeah.
His power is flipping stupid as well.
Nice power sick.
Listen.
Does he just control knives?
No, he can as well. What about the bullets?
The bullets.
He's basically he can airbend, bro. He's basically an airbender.
Don't bring our Avatar like that.
Bro, listen, it's because the thing is with Diego, Diego's one of them man that he could be like, I don't know, let's say 100 meters away from you with bare stuff in the way, and he'll just flick the knife, and the knife will be taking right turn, left turn, indicating, going across the like T junction, and then it will hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, fam,
It's
like,
curve the bullet.
how?
Yeah.
How? And then obviously when season 2, when we see him like stop the bullets,
Then you know there's more to it.
yes, that's when you realise,
Yeah.
okay, it's not just knives.
Yeah.
There's actually
Because
more.
when
to
I
this.
thought it was just knives, I was like, what is
See,
it?
What is this?
This is what
Mm.
the writers do, I think, quite smart. It's that they give you little bits every now and then. And it's like, brother, it's been 2 seasons
Yeah.
and we actually don't know a lot about anything.
Yeah. What they
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just mentioned just now the suitcase. How the hell the suitcases work? And then this whole time, everyone just thought he could manipulate knives.
Like,
Yeah.
you can do more than
But
that.
then he stopped the bullet. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so what extent does his power go up to then? You know, I feel that's what we're continuously discovering is the extent of people's
Yeah.
powers.
There's probably more to it, I think. And do you know what I was actually going to say when you were talking about how you can move things? You know that guy in Guardians of the Galaxy, the one goes... and then he
Oh,
makes the-
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of when you did that for some reason. But anyway, let's...
That's true,
diverge.
yeah.
And there's
What's his
another
name?
one.
I can't remember.
There's another one actually, and I can't remember. It's a Netflix show for the Deadeye or something
Oh,
like that.
Bullseye.
Is it Bullseye?
Yeah, Bullseye.
Or is he just a brilliant guy
Bullseye
with shot
in
in it?
Daredevil.
Yeah, that's it. Bullseye
Yeah.
and Daredevil. But sorry, just to go back on your point, where you were saying that obviously the writers include bits here and there. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I see it 2 ways. I see it like this. Okay, good.
Smart.
Yeah, it's smart because you're not giving us everything.
Yeah.
Or is it more of a thing of, do you know what? Let's do this. Let's add
No,
this.
do you know what?
What, you know?
It's they have thought about everything. I'll tell you why. Because even Five's bedroom, okay, he's got a wallpaper like like midway of the wall of like so his room's a child's room because obviously he was a child, and he's got like this little kid pulling a trolley, like a little those like little trolleys that kids have.
Yeah.
They're like usually red with black wheels.
They're
That
trolleys.
there is supposed to represent the reason why he had one in the future, carrying all his stuff, things like that. They go deep,
Into
and then
detail.
even like in the library, when they find Five drunk with his mannequin and the writing on the stuff on the walls of his calculations and stuff. When you see him in the future and he meets that lady from the commission, he's in the library in that little concrete walls, and you can see all the writing again and stuff like that. So it's like they go over the top with details in terms of that. So I think they have thought about everything. Don't forget, this is a comic.
Yeah.
So they have to make
This
it
is a
long,
comic.
innit?
It's
They're gonna
all
have
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out more about everyone's like abilities. I'm
I
sure
just-
there's more to it. And I think also actually talking about Alison, she can just say, "I heard a rumor," and these people get. She controls
See, I
minds.
think-
I
I
think
think
there's
her
more to her
powers-
as that.
It's got to be, but her
There
power
has to
I
be
think's
more to
done
it.
because I think, bruv, someone will just shoot you.
That's
Do
it.
you get what I'm saying? Like, in that the scene when their kid's in the bank,
Yeah.
and then she just walked up to him and goes, "Hey, you." The guy can just be like, bang! Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She goes, "Hey, you." He's like, "Yeah, what's up, mate?" I heard a rumor. Oh, what's that then? And then that's it. He's done. It was Peter when she said to that the Swedish guy,
Yeah.
"I heard a rumor you killed your brother."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fam.
Oh, that was because the thing is they're still conscious and they're still aware of what they're doing, but they just can't
They
stop
can't
themselves.
stop it.
And that's why I felt for that Swedish guy because he was literally doing it, but he's looking at his brother. His brother's looking at him like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And he's looking at him like, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing?" And it's like, "But you're still doing it."
Yeah.
He has no control.
I don't get the I hear a rumor thing. I think that may not be the opener for her power. I feel like that's what she discovered maybe as a kid, but I feel like that's not. She doesn't need to say that. I don't think so because there's a few times where she used her power, but then carried on. For example, when she was in the coffee shop, right? Yeah, and she kept talking to him, and he was still possessed. So it was like.
Yeah, maybe it's the entryway for her to start, but
Yeah.
maybe she hasn't got to that point where she can just naturally just look at you and be like,
Do you get what I'm saying?
I got you.
The thing with Alison is, I think she might be capable of more, but she doesn't like this whole power thing. Like, she doesn't like
Bro, she
being
used it
in
on a
that
kid.
world. Yeah, like her dad used it for evil. Like, she doesn't like it, and I think when she discovered there's more to life outside of the Umbrella Academy, she
Yeah,
wanted to let go of that past and let go of that part of her.
yeah.
So there
And
must be more to that.
We know when we saw this at beginning of season 2, the scene where they're like fighting the Russians, which I thought was sick, by the way.
Mm.
That was so cool. I was like, yeah. They're like X-Men.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
superhero thing you've seen, bro.
They're like X-Men. They're like smashing everyone up. But she just walked into the road and she goes, "Hey, I heard a rumor that you blew my mind, or blew your mind, or something,"
Yeah.
and their heads just exploded. So now that I don't get,
There's
because
more to
how
it.
the hell can that happen?
Yeah, there's more to
Do you know what I'm
There's
saying?
more to it.
Every time she's done something, it's always been like she's forcing them to do something,
Yeah.
which is what her power is. But how can you force someone's head to blow up? That I don't get.
There's
Yeah.
more to
So
it.
there's definitely more to her power.
Yeah.
Maybe their
100%.
dad didn't teach them to reach their full
I don't think so. I think
like,
that,
full
yeah,
potential.
maybe, yeah. Who knows? Because remember, at the beginning of season 1, she's an actress.
Yeah.
So she probably used her powers to get to
Yeah.
that point as well. So who knows? I think Alison's powers is an interesting one.
I forgot that she had a child.
Yeah, same.
Well,
And
In
I,
season 2.
remember her throat gets slit
Yeah.
because of Vanya, because she tries to say, I heard a rumor that she's probably trying to stop her in it when she's doing her madness, and got her throat slit. So when we enter season 2, she actually can't speak
No,
for quite a while, and that's where she meets her lovely little husband.
She's always in love.
Yeah.
She's divorced in season 1, and then we find out she's in love with her brother, which is weird.
Number
Luther.
1, what was his name?
Luther.
Luther, Monkey Man.
He's power
Space
strength,
boy.
innit?
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
it. That's it.
But-
He's got daddy issues. Let's
Yeah,
put
but
that
his
right there
one's,
and there.
his one's like valuable dad issues because his dad sent him on a mission that flopped so bad he
And
nearly
left
died.
him there.
And then his dad injected him with, I don't know, ape DNA or something.
Well,
Yeah,
Pogo's
Pogo's.
Yeah,
doing
Pogo's
it.
DNA.
Not Pogo Stick.
Pogo, the chimpanzee.
I love Pogo. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's bulletproof as well, isn't he?
Is he?
No.
Isn't he?
No.
I think,
Because who was it that they were shooting at someone and he was like
wasn't it him?
Yeah, but he's just
covering them?
yeah, but he's just like a protector. That's how he sees it, because he's always classed as the leader.
But he
Number
didn't
one.
get
He don't. He
wounded.
don't lead nothing.
That's
He
the
didn't
thing.
get
I
wounded.
didn't see him get wounded from the bullets.
Maybe it's like he was.
I think
got
it's
the
his
ape
skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the ape
the
skin
ape-
is tough, innit?
His skin
But
is
he-
disgusting.
Do you know what? I rate him, but I don't rate him. So
He's moist.
he's moist. He's emotional. He's just too much. Like I just want to say it to him, big man. Where's your bollocks, fam?
Yeah,
Like,
like
can you just man up, kind
his
of thing?
interior doesn't match what he is.
At all.
Like, at all.
Yeah.
Do you know what annoys me about like these relationships, these love relationships, bro? Why are you dragging it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Just-
like each
just get
other,
together.
but like, babes, I love you, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I've always loved you. Let's do this. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's be together.
Yeah, it's better than that.
Why are you
hit and miss every
hesitating?
day, Yeah.
But it's their siblings, isn't it? Well, they're not. No, but this is the
No,
thing.
but at the same time, you were raised.
You're
as
raised together,
siblings.
yeah.
That's
so-
it. Like because
It's
you're
different.
raised from birth
Yeah.
as siblings.
From the get-go,
That's
they
weird,
were
bro.
giving each other eyes at dinner. Do you know
Nah,
what
They
I'm
were
I'm
having
saying?
dates, like
They were having secret
attic.
dates in the tent.
Nah, that's weird, man.
That's weird.
Like,
It's
I can't
weird.
lie,
But they
that's
couldn't do
weird.
it because of the dad, innit? Now the dad's out of the way, and obviously
Yeah,
every
but-
time they weren't together. Obviously, she went off. She had a kid. She had a life. She went off, left this whole
She went back to the
Umbrella
60s.
Academy, and then when she goes back to 60, she goes and gets married again. So like
It's
she
true.
thinks she's
She's
gone,
first.
innit?
That's what it is. She's
She
first.
just
right?
No,
wants
but
to
she
be loved.
might as well move on because
Speaking
Luther ain't
of
going to do
first.
nothing.
Luther's just rubbish.
Luther's not going to do anything. He's not that kind of man. He doesn't take it into his own hands and just make use of the opportunities.
Yeah,
He's just, his body's disgusting. They
Yeah.
could have done so much better than that.
I think overall, his character, I think, is slightly boring.
Mhm.
yeah.
Is
He's
it fair
probably
to,
the
is
most.
it fair to say that?
Yeah,
He's a wreck.
Like don't get me wrong, his dad sent him on a mission which he probably shouldn't have done on his own. Everyone else has gone off and done their thing. He's the only one stuck around because he felt like he needed to prove himself to his dad all the time. He nearly gets killed, and then his dad, to save his life, injects him with Pogo's DNA, and he transforms into half a gorilla man. And
I think that's out of order, to be
I
honest.
think he would have rather died.
it's
Yeah,
peak.
I
It's
would.
peak. And then what he does is, because he couldn't handle looking at him, he sent him to the moon
Yeah. that
for
sucks.
4 years for no reason.
Years, you know.
For no reason.
Nah, there's a reason, bro. Imagine looking at him every day, knowing that that's your failure right there. You look at him and you just see failure. That was his way of killing him. Like I think that was his way of saying, look, like every time I look at you, I just see what I've done wrong. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
send you
it's a
to
reminder of his
space.
failure, but he didn't have to save his life.
He didn't. But I think, like you said, I feel like when I feel like he was, like you said, he's a leader. He's the first one. He brings everyone together. He's the kind of the glue. Although we can also say Five is the glue because Five just knows too much, so that's probably why. But I mean, he keeps everyone grounded and together. So he's kind of like the foundation for everyone. So I do think he's important, but he's relevant at the same time. He's probably my least favorite out of all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's obviously, so they portray him to look massive when he turns into half gorilla man, and he's got like massive chest and arms and stuff. But like,
his head.
his head's very small.
And
innit?
chicken legs, like.
What's annoying is that obviously it's some kind of bodysuit that he wears in filming, and sometimes I feel like it looks too obvious that it is. Do you know what I mean? And it just looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's worse, when he's wearing clothes or when he's taking off clothes. Like,
Nah.
it all just looks
The clothes,
so
it just looks like...
Yeah.
I don't know why he wears a big trench coat and stuff.
Exactly.
Bro, just bust a tee. Just wear a tee and brace it.
He's
And
trying to
like,
hide
yeah,
his body,
what?
innit?
Muscle fit. It's
You know
just
what I mean?
done. That's what you need, bro.
He's still got girls, though.
Did he?
Surprisingly,
He slept
yeah.
with... Okay, well, he got one girl.
I think because they were fascinated.
They're more fascinated, like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Why's your
Can't
skin
imagine.
like that?
So,
Only on TV.
People have got fetishes, you know.
It's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? He went to some
An ape body.
hyped up rave, people on drugs, and she was like, ooh.
Do you know what this reminds me?
King
You know,
Kong.
Family Guy when Brian gets girls, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
this is so dumb. That's what it reminds me of, because it's
Yeah.
like, this is so dumb. It's so unrealistic. But hey, yeah,
It is what it is.
But I think season 2 he was more tolerable in season 2. I think just because he was actually trying to just live for himself, maybe. Like, he was just getting on with it because he thought he would never see the others again, and he's stuck. So let me just live.
No, I feel like he put himself in the same situation he was in season 1. He had a person that was telling him what to do, basically another dad, and he was following what they think about
He
it.
was a bodyguard.
Who?
Luther.
Oh, you talking about in
Lufa.
season 2?
Yeah, he's basically
Yeah.
put himself in the same predicament, really.
Yeah, he's being controlled.
Yeah, he likes to be
And then when
kind
he
of guided.
let him down, he got emotional about it, didn't he?
Yeah.
God, when he found out that Alison was married.
It's just
But
like,
this is-
relax.
I
What do you
mean,
think she's
What
gonna
did you
wait there
expect her
forever?
to do?
This is my point. Like, it's
She's
like,
gonna
bro,
sit in the 60s where everyone's racist and wait for you to come and save her.
that's it. Furthermore, you're not even moving
Exactly.
to her. Like, you're fully
You
not
never
moving to
do
her.
it, and she gives so many heavy hints, like, and everything. Like,
But she had a tough time, to be fair.
Yeah,
when she literally arrived into
in the alleyway.
pure racism. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And didn't know.
She hit him.
Yeah,
Yeah, safe. And she goes into that hairdressing shop.
saved their life, man.
Yeah.
But what's he gonna say? Lufa.
Well, he's very emotional.
That's when he wanted to get punched up in the face.
He's very emotional. Yeah, because that bit when he was like, "Oh yeah,
Hit me
oh,
again.
yeah, hit me,
again.
and he's on the floor." My whole thing is, there seems to be like a running theme with these lot because isn't what's his name is also very emotional, and it's because of the dad Diego.
Yeah.
Now I like Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, but it's like, bruv, like I like you, but again, you need to drop all of this.
Daddy issues.
Daddy, I just want to be with everything you want me to be. And I've got this superhero complex. It's like, bruv, come on, man. Like,
He don't love you.
legit. Like, you guys you're not even his kids, you're his subjects.
Yeah,
In all honesty, you're his subjects. But all of them have, well, not all of them. It's mainly the guys that have this
Issue.
yearning
Yeah.
to prove themselves to him. I find it weird.
Yeah.
I think it's like an alpha thing, because his dad's clear. He's the leader. He's the guy at the head of the house. He funds everything. He's the boss. And you, at the end of the day, as a child, where you don't get that love, I feel like, that's probably what's missing from them, where they feel like, you're supposed to be my leader. You're supposed to be my, I think that's what it is, really.
Yeah.
I think Diego was a bit. I felt it was quite emotional, actually. They all call. Okay, so mum.
Yeah.
Let's talk about mum. So she's a robot, yeah. Which I didn't actually know at first.
Yeah.
I didn't clock it. But she's a robot, and she gets designed and built by the professor to help him out, basically
Raise the kids.
raise the kids and be a nanny, to say.
Yeah.
And Diogo was really close with it because
Let's call
It's
that
Say her name,
mum.
bruh.
Say her name.
bruh,
Mum.
because like he had a stutter, and like I think obviously in her system or programming, she was programmed to be that caring person to say, and he felt like she helped him.
She helped him with the stutter as well. I think the stutter was a result of, I don't know if it's trauma,
nerves,
or I don't know, maybe
Could be a combination of things.
Because it's crazy, like even when he's an adult and he gets to the point where everyone's saying we need to turn her off, and he's like, no, it's mum, she has to stay alive. But then the moment he realizes she has to go, it's like he's stuttering again.
We haven't even spoken about it.
I feel like it's time because I've got a lot to say about Vanya the violinist.
God,
you know,
let's go.
She's very frustrating.
Do you know what? Go on.
I think when we meet her, she's an outcast because she doesn't have any powers and she was always left out of everything. And how she wrote a book revealing their whole childhood and all the siblings didn't like her. She had like 5 minutes of fame, like with the book and everything. Like you just see her and I kind of felt sorry for her initially in the beginning, but she's just very vulnerable. Like not even vulnerable. She's very gullible and naive. That's the words I'm looking for. Because this whole Leonard situation, like it was just all too easy. It was all too easy.
But everyone was telling
Allison's.
Yeah, Allison. All right, not everyone, but Allison was telling her, bro.
Yeah,
Allison was like, "Yo, listen, there's something about this guy. I'm not too keen." And then that, for me, how could you not notice? This guy is basically bashing your family, saying, "Oh yeah, they don't love you, and this and that, and why would they do that?"
Yesterday.
This is what I'm saying. It's like a family, and then
who's this? Her boyfriend?
Yeah, the crazy boyfriend,
Waste man,
AKA Harold, whatever his name.
Honestly,
I knew the creep from get go.
Yeah, me too.
I would be funny in all of these films and TV stuff.
He's always the creep.
Yeah.
Like, but with her, I don't know. She was just there with her violin.
So in the comics, she's called the White Violin because she turns her. Remember her suit turns white and the violin turns white.
She everything.
And she lifts up out of the sky.
Yeah.
I think that's. I don't know too much about her in terms of the comics and stuff, but I think that possibly is her bad side. So I think all of them may have a bad and good side, but I think if she loses control and turns kind of evil, she turns into the White Violin.
Yeah, probably because that's when she.
But overall, her power's sick.
Yeah, she's got the best powers.
Yeah,
hands down.
She does not.
Really, I think she has the best powers. She's got so much different.
The girl in season 2 has got the best power.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because she can imitate anyone's power.
Yeah, but
within the family, I think Vanya has the best power, and it's a shame. Like her power's so big that the professor can't even handle it. Like that's how.
Nah, I reckon he's
scared of her, man.
Pussy old, bro.
Well, I mean,
let's blame him because
exactly season 1, who was the reason for the apocalypse?
Exactly,
Vanya. Season 2, who's the reason for the apocalypse? Vanya. Now listen, Vanya is the apocalypse. Yeah, that is it. You can't handle the apocalypse.
I feel like it's so unfair though because like it's weird because like in season 1 she doesn't know she has powers. Remember she's cast like Kene said she's the outcast. Season 2 she can't remember anything, so she doesn't even know she has any powers. So it's like. She doesn't know.
She's not destined to use these powers.
Yeah, but I think her powers is good. Well, like we said, it's probably the best.
I'm not gonna lie, Luther's the dickhead because he did not help her at all. No. He made it worse. I blame him for the apocalypse, not Vanya. I blame him.
He made it worse. Maybe both times.
Locked her up
when they locked her up. Yeah, because they all were thinking, "Shall we kill her? Shall we not? Shall we whatever?"
Literally, everyone was like, "Don't do this," but Luther was like, "No,
we gotta lock her up." And then
but I can't lie, fam,
she slipped.
Her sister's throat.
Allison's throat.
Because she tried to tell her your man is not your man. Like,
but this is my point. Like, you can't listen. If the dad was shook of the power, so much that he didn't tell her, lock her up, bro. If he can't control her and he can control 7 of you lot, what makes you think you little scrawny like fake superheroes will be able to control her, bro?
That's true. But the thing is what I don't think. Maybe this makes sense actually. So. We discovered the professor's an alien, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the reason why he doesn't understand love.
Of course.
Because that's what's missing from all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Getting deep now.
I am.
Come on. Preach it.
It's love. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of family thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And the only connection they will have is each other. Even though they kind of resent each other in some kind of way. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's why they all really respect the mum.
Yeah.
because she was the only one, even though she wasn't even human, that gave him that kind of love that they needed, especially as children.
Yeah.
So all of them have got their own issues, and it all results down to love. So going to Vanya, she was always seen as that outcast. She didn't get included in anything. She got just put to the side. And then this guy comes along who's a creep and who actually knows about all of them anyway, but kind of portrays love onto her, and she latches onto it because she has not had it before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So she's like, everyone leave me alone, piss off, because this is the first person that's actually giving me love.
True.
Like, how are you where have you been? Why are you now showing love to me?
Yeah, she's
And I understand why she was angry. I get it. Do you get what I mean? And obviously then discovering she's had a power this whole time.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
Klaus was the one who said it. He said, bruv, she was locked up, they were like, guys, she's probably scared.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you think we felt when we discovered our powers? She's discovering it now. We need to help her.
At a big age, you know.
It's true, because it's like, bruv, you've got a huge power and you don't know how to handle it. And you're stressing out, you're scared, you don't know what to do. The people that you're going to that you want love from are not giving you it.
The people that should understand are not.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it.
I think the wildest thing out of all of it is the fact that the dad used Alison to make her forget that she had powers.
Yes.
That's when everything went left, because Alison knew, basically, and you just lied to me, and now you're trying to tell me the person that I love doesn't love me. Like, it was just a lot for her to process. So I think her powers came in full force. It didn't come like a little bit or something.
Yeah.
It was literally like
and that's
her
how
house was spinning. She
Makes
killed
sense.
Leonard. Like, the whole thing was just.
But then
insane.
when you think about it, that means her power is driven from emotion then. Even
Maybe.
because anything can trigger her then if she's emotional. That means that's probably why you drugged her up on the drugs, isn't it? Because it's probably thinking, rah, like, I say one word and it slits my throat.
Yeah.
Like,
But
anything goes.
This is what I mean, brother. Imagine you're making her breakfast and she's like, this yolk is too runny. And then as she flicks, she cuts her head up. Because think about it, right? So her first apocalypse was she was on Earth in some kind of theatre. She flung the stick and it blew up the moon.
Yeah.
Do you know how far the moon is? Yeah? For you to blow up the moon from that distance, someone's head at a close range is finished.
Yeah.
Absolutely finished. Vanya's she's just too, I don't know, too powerful.
So do you think the music helps her channel all of that
100%.
together? So, because obviously she was always playing violin from the beginning. So maybe that was just like how Alison has I Heard a Rumour. That's her kind of opening gateway. Maybe the violin contains that power, because remember at the end when she's playing the violin, that's what she was putting all her emotion into the violin. And
I think in season 2 we discovered that the professor tries to use sounds to control her power and use those sound waves as kind of a tempo of power she has and uses. So I think she then starts up the violin, and then that's like her therapy. That's like her, keeps her calm. And then obviously she uses that to say as maybe as a weapon, or like as in her power gets drawn into that sound. Does that make sense? So I feel like that possibly could be the case, but we have seen her without any music
that's true in
use
season
her
2.
power. But there were times also where she made a sound, then used her power, like on purpose for her power to be triggered at or enhanced in some way. So, I don't know, it's something that I guess she will learn. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like the sound thing is triggered into her to tick off her power, I think, because that's what he tried to do. Remember with the glasses?
Yeah.
And he did that little.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And he said, aim your power at one of the glasses. That's what she was doing.
Yeah. But also in season 2, when she brought that boy back alive, when he drowned, and
so she's got some
extra
extra
her power into him. Like, she can transfer that.
That was
That was quite, because then he went on to kill his dad. No?
Yeah.
Bruv,
His dad
But that was from sound as well.
His dad deserved
100%
it. Tried to kill his
He's still
mum.
got the power though.
Yeah.
No,
He has.
because didn't she take it away?
She took it away, but she didn't take all of it. So
it.
he's got some of
still
it
got
in it. Because at the end, he was in the car and his toy
His
was
finger.
spinning.
Oh yeah.
So he's still got power. So
I reckon he's going to be a serious bad guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be bad.
Is it?
He's
Yes.
he's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
bad.
I don't know.
Yes.
Because he's got so much instability in his life.
Don't forget he's autistic.
He doesn't
But he
speak.
could talk
Yeah, but-
after it though, remember?
And
Yeah, when he was
can't
like,
control
Vanya.
his emotions.
Oh, yeah,
So
true.
he's Vanya, basically.
Yeah, Vanya point
But
two.
I reckon he'd be bad.
Unless
Because
he
I
grows
swear he
up-
was smiling.
Yeah.
I swear he was smiling when his little duck toy was
Unless he
spinning.
grows up to be someone in the future. But
Do you
then
know
there's
what?
no
Do you know
bad
what it
guys.
reminds me of? I was saying to
Or
Joe
someone
actually.
famous.
Like someone
Have you lot
else.
seen Watchmen?
No.
Have you seen the
The
guy
film?
the guy that's blue?
Yeah.
That's what Vanya reminds me of because she can just do that nonsense, walk on
And then,
water.
but like, what I remember in The Watchmen is that he's just naked, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
That's
He
the
just-
one
he
thing you
turns-
took away
he turns
from
Right,
massive.
is that what you're looking out for?
Sounds
yeah?
like Mystique.
Safe for that.
All right, so in you lot's opinion, right, is Vanya the strongest
Yeah.
out of all the siblings?
Yep.
And she can't be defeated by any of them?
Yep.
Yeah?
Within
Yeah.
her siblings, yeah.
Yeah.
Even,
I mean-
even if it was all of them versus her?
I mean,
She could just pff, and they all fly away.
if
at
their
once.
powers are turned on, then
Yeah, they're all dead.
then-
Everyone's dead.
then- but I mean, as I say, Tom to shoot her.
That's the
No,
thing.
but she can have a shield, can't she?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
must
but,
do
I mean,
because
go
when
from
she
behind.
elevates,
Yeah, from behind.
Wait.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I said, wait. You're really going to say to someone, wait, before you shoot them?
yeah, I'd say it'll be Vanya first, and then I think Diego because Diego's got
Diego's-
some powers.
Yeah.
When he
No,
taps
5.
into that,
Nah.
5 goes
Nah.
afterwards because anyone can shoot 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
Bro,
can.
Can we
Five's got
just kill?
skills.
Oh, we haven't spoken about 5. Let's do it now.
He's got
because
skills, though.
hold on a sec. Yeah, we've seen 5 take out flipping SWAT teams. You name
What?
it.
The whole
Jumping.
commission.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But
But-
he was jumping in. If he didn't have that, think about it. Let's take the
but we're talking about his
travel.
powers.
But he has skills, though.
He has got skills because he was working in
His
the
fighting
commission.
skills.
Yeah,
So
but
he's
Diego's, I think
Diego's
Diego's a
got-
better
yeah.
fighter than 5.
Yeah, he is.
But-
Even
but
got fired by the dad, but still.
realistically, 5 can just jump. If you got super
You
speed,
guys are wrong.
you can kill him.
You guys are wrong. 5's power is the second best and strongest, 100%. One, he actually technically can control time. You know what I mean? And he teleports.
Because he realised that he can reverse time in
Yeah.
the end. of
Okay,
season
so
2.
I think at this point, I'm talking about at this point, he doesn't know his full capacity. When he knows it,
So you're talking about season 1?
he'll be a Vanya. Yeah, he'll be on the Vanya's level. But right
Yeah.
now, he jumped. Look, he thought he was jumping 1 minute. He jumped into 60 years into the future. So come on now.
Yeah, but still,
He's a
season
child.
1, he
Aren't they
killed
all?
No, he's a
Bear
grown
man.
man.
He's older than all of them.
But he was a child when he jumped 60 years. into
True,
the
true.
future.
I never came back.
In season 1, he still killed a professional,
Yeah.
like
In that
SWAT
donut
team.
shop, innit?
Yeah, that's
In that
true.
donut shop.
Yeah,
like
the
he
thing
killed
is-
with a knife, with a butter knife.
Yeah.
But then think about it. He's been in the future for a couple of years, so he's
I
done
think
a
that's
couple
what makes him.
missions with
I
the
think that's what
commission.
makes him really good, though. He
Yeah.
has all them skills.
I think
I
he's
think
the
I'm with Ben on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right
but-
then. Let's say Vanya, 5,
Yes.
Diego,
Yes.
I heard a
Allison.
rumor, yeah. No.
Nah,
Klaus-
Klaus and Ben. Klaus and Ben together is really strong.
Yeah.
All right, then.
together they are.
So then we just put Allison, Klaus, Ben, all in one thing, and then Luther's at the bottom because Luther's irrelevant. Yeah, that's it.
I prefer
Luther's at the
Luther
end.
than Allison, I can't lie.
Is it?
I'd rather have Allison. I heard a rumor. I'll be telling a lot of people they heard some rumors.
It's
No.
mad though how in the space of I heard a rumor she got her throat slit.
Yeah, but she was
this is what
taking
I mean.
too long.
It just took the
I
whole
heard-
thing away.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah, it took
I
the
was
whole
saying that
thing.
earlier.
Yeah, it took the whole thing away.
Told you shit, bro.
But
Because
and this is
after
the
that-
thing. It's not even just shit, bruv. You could be chatting, yeah. As soon as I heard, I just jam a knife into your throat. You're finished.
No, but remember in
Everything's done.
I was
that-
like, la, 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 la,
Or that, or you put headphones on, you blast music, and you fight her. Like she's done. Whereas with
Lufa.
Luther, Luther is strong. Like you need a couple man to come against Luther, and I'm almost certain that he's bulletproof.
But if
Can
he's
I
having a bad
just say
day,
that Hazel kind of beat him in a fight?
yeah, she
Just
nearly
saying.
knocked him out.
Yeah, but
But Hazel's a trained like.
Yeah, he's trained like
Hazel's
fire.
He's
like-
trained.
Because what?
He's trained. Sorry.
Luther's Luther's
Trained.
more like a brawler. He's not like
He just
a
doesn't.
trained fighter.
And I think
He's someone that
Luther-
you'll have a pub fight with.
Oh, hold on. And he got beat up in season 2, but in the ring with that other big.
Yeah, but that was he
Nah,
wasn't
he-
mentally
yeah.
leveled. Like
He
he,
let-
wanted to be beaten up.
He was thinking
Yeah.
about Allison.
Yeah.
Like, he was thinking about his crush.
Yeah.
You know.
Luther's dead, bro.
No.
Luther's dead.
Yeah, Luther's
Even
one
the
of
bit where
lowest.
the old version of 5 and the young version of 5 are fighting, he was just there like, stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
He could have just gone like this,
in it.
That's
and
it.
they would have just both.
So
Long.
who knows? But we need to briefly talk about what's the girl's name that was
Oh,
in the mental-
Lila, Diego's babes,
yeah, they were in
and the handler's daughter.
mental home together.
I kind of
I
knew
her
she
at
wasn't.
first.
I knew she was.
Yeah, there was something more.
Yeah, but you
Mm.
just knew.
You could tell.
Yeah,
I
she
feel,
was there for a reason.
I'm not gonna lie, it shocked me when. Okay, so fast forward a little bit towards like the end of season 2, when they had that serious battle and all of them agents
Oh, God.
appeared.
Then when it was like,
I thought, oh my
I hate when
days.
people do that when they're like, 2 of you against all of us. Like, why did you have to say that?
And then bears of them appeared,
the
didn't it?
whole
Yeah.
commission
That was
came.
sick. And obviously, Vanya just went.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That was that one thing that didn't make sense. All of them blew away, but none of her brothers and sisters. Alright, say nothing.
Yeah, but
She
she was
can
doing
channel
it.
it,
She can
innit?
channel it that way.
Channel it, bro.
Allow it.
Nah.
This is what I'm saying, Vanya, bro, because Fab couldn't do that, bro. You know what I mean?
Five would have just been running about.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
agree
just
with you. I'll say Vanya's the best, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
it anyway. And then everyone's like, wait, what?
Why are they still there?
And then
Yeah.
she's got her shoulder.
That was
So I think that there shocked me. I was like,
Yeah, I was
okay.
shocked.
I
I was
knew she was like a double agent. I knew
Mm.
she was part. I knew she was part of the commission. I think.
Mm.
I thought, okay, you're
doing something.
you're too
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Like you're too.
I
You
didn't
know what I
think
mean?
that she was the handler's child.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I
was
didn't think that.
interesting.
I think obviously I don't know why she has a British accent. I mean, I
She
get
was born
she
in-
was
she's
born
British.
in the UK, but she's an adult now. Like she didn't grow up in the UK, but anyway,
Yeah.
like
True.
it was just like caught me off guard. But I knew that she was dodgy, and I think it was weird how her and Diego were in love.
I think they get it. They got each other. Like they're both.
If I found like
kind
you
of-
tried to kill, you're basically trying to kill me and my brother. That love is broken.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
remember, Diego's a rebel in it.
Yeah,
Diego's
Diego
about
needs
himself.
love.
He
Diego
don't
needs
care
love.
about the rest of them,
Bruv.
really and truly.
He does care. He's
He
like,
cares,
we're all
but-
0. There's no numbers here.
Listen,
Okay.
Diego come like Tasha, bro.
And he tried to save Vanya's life when the Russians had her,
True.
True,
True.
yeah.
and he wanted to save JFK so badly.
But JFK needed
He's
to die.
got
That's
hero
the part I
complex.
didn't
yeah,
get.
he just really needs to be a hero.
I feel like he's competing with Luther though for that.
Yeah, he is.
Number one.
He is.
spot.
But he's number
Bad.
2, so just.
That's
be
why they were
number two.
fighting at the funeral.
Yeah, be number
Mm.
2 and relax.
But yeah, when her powers were, when she was reflecting everyone's powers, that was
Yeah.
How funny was it when they fought at the funeral and he cut Luther?
oh,
And
yeah.
Luther just went, just like ran away. Like.
This is what I mean about Luther.
He's dead, bro. He's rubbish.
Remember the part when they all got in the car and he sat in the car and the car just like went back and he was like, nobody
That
said
was sick,
anything.
no,
that
that
was,
was
good.
I'm glad they all got in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no, honestly,
Yeah.
because I thought to myself, listen,
Vanya's
you
gonna
lot
die.
are not gonna ride out for Vanya
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
she
you-
should just kill
you,
you.
yeah.
That's it.
You're
One
not a
time.
bad man.
I felt for her. I felt for her. But what was kind of funny is that she was like, okay, so I went out with some nutcase,
Again.
and then she decides, you know what? I'm gonna go for a middle-aged lesbian instead.
She just.
But
sees-
remember, she ain't
just
got no
loves-
memory, you know, so she just kind of
yeah.
ended up
She got it
there.
back, and
She
she
got it
still
back.
was like,
I love her.
I want to be
Yeah.
lesbian now.
I love her. It was all about love.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
She just they're all looking for that love. innit?
Yeah, they
So,
just need love.
even Alison, right? Her husband in that situation, it's peak. I get it. I feel like they all actually had a good life when they
Mm.
went back in time to the
Mm.
60s.
Yeah, they got to live the life that they
The
didn't
best
have
that
to
they
do
could
any-
get. I think it was the best that they could.
Maybe
But
not
they didn't have to-
Luther.
Yeah, but they didn't have
But
to use
Luther
their
was
powers.
happy.
Luther was happy.
Yeah,
happy.
I mean, yeah, he was happy, but he's a fighter. Like, and it wasn't like a professional fight. It was just like
He was getting money, though.
bodyguard. He was just a bodyguard for that
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
he
but-
was happy. Klaus was doing his thing.
Yeah, Klaus was on top of the world.
Alison was just a married woman.
Activists,
Yeah.
you know, Black Lives
She
Matter
really
and
could have
that.
stopped all
Mm.
of that really quickly with them words, you know. I
Yeah.
had a rumor that we are.
But when she
But
was telling her
Diego's a
husband,
minimum.
yeah, Diego.
Yeah.
But
I
he was
don't
only
know
there
how
for 3 months compared
yeah.
to the others that were there for like a couple of years.
yeah, because
True.
Alison was there for about a year. Diego was there for 3 months. Klaus and Ben were there for 3 years because they came a couple years before.
Yeah, they were traveling all
and
over.
I think Vanya was there for about a year.
Yeah, Klaus probably thought, why am I back in the 60s again, bro?
Innit?
Been
What a
here.
coincidence.
But yeah,
Klaus is proper living his best
sure.
life, boy.
Cool. If you guys could pick a power, which one would you have?
Ooh.
Vanya.
Mine
I
will,
would be 5.
what, out of them? you
Yeah.
mean? You'd be 5. I'd be,
I can't handle Vanya's.
In my heart, I would be Diego.
I'll be Diego's girl's power.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
that's a
reflecting
good
them.
I
one.
want all your powers, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, but then it gets too much.
it's
you
a
know?
lot. It's a lot. I would be 5.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I think
5.
I'd be Diego.
I'd teleport anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I would not be walking anywhere.
Can I just
Alright,
say, she doesn't have to touch them to get the power.
That's yeah.
She
Because
just imitates
how-
them.
Just
How,
imitates
exactly,
it,
because
yeah.
how did she get Vanya's power?
When she was like to Alison, I heard a rumor. You Didn't Breathe. Ooh, that was
listen.
so
I was
good.
like,
That was so good.
I thought she was dead.
I thought she was gonna die. I was like, wow. She's
Because
gonna
I
die.
didn't know that you could like reverse it.
How'd she get back?
Because what's his name was like,
Luther.
oh,
Breathe.
babes, like, you
They
got
have to do it first, and then she can just imitate what they've just done. So when
Yeah.
she said, "I heard a rumor," she goes, "Well, I heard a rumor."
Yeah,
You see?
honestly, it was like, well, you too, bitch.
And you know the bit where they all got shot, and I was like, what?
Yeah, all
I
right,
thought,
bro.
right, that's not how it's gonna end.
I was like, there's
Yeah.
like 5 minutes left. What?
Yeah, no, I thought that it wasn't going to get renewed, and that's how it was kind of like, okay, well, everyone's dead,
Exactly.
you know,
No more
this,
coming back.
this is the
But I
end.
thought it was a
the world
bit
is safe.
typical for Five to be like,
Yeah,
oh, you're
yeah,
alive,
you're
okay,
alive,
all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
out of everyone, trust
Yeah.
you to be alive.
and then run all the way
Let's be honest,
back.
he's the main character.
Yeah, he's the
He is.
main He is.
Can I just say he's a bad man because the way he kills the board
Yeah.
Oh,
and the
God.
commission, or even like
The fish
the
head.
grenade and
Yeah.
blows everyone up, the suitcases. He's sick.
Yeah,
man.
he's so good.
He's had a lot of fight scenes, so he's really.
If anything, he should have the most problems.
You'd think
He
that,
does.
but I feel like he
No, but
doesn't.
he's better than everyone else. He still gets on with what he needs to do. Like he managed to get like the time capsule thing for everyone to be able to go back, even though no one made
But
it.
he's actually slightly
Yeah.
insane
Yeah, he is.
because he's
It's not right.
He loves
American.
killing.
Yeah, he's not
He
right.
loves killing.
He's not right in the head, but you know, it's Five, isn't it? Five saved them again. If you think about it, he saved them every time.
Every
Although
time.
he caused, he put them in a situation where they were going to be in another apocalypse. Yes, but he saved them in
But
the
he
end.
did it because he was saving them.
Yeah, so you
And
can't
the season
go
one.
wrong. Yeah, it's a mazza. What do you think's going to happen if there's another season? Then
There is going to be another season.
of course.
They can't not. have
Well,
another
yeah,
season.
because obviously they go back in time to
By
tell their
accident.
dad, the professor, you know, turns out there's another 6-7 kids.
The Sparrow Academy.
The Sparrow.
Listen,
Academy.
I'm not. That again. It doesn't make sense to me. Like I can't. I don't
And Ben's alive.
understand. Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, and he's like number one.
and he's evil.
Yeah.
So it's like what?
And his
Obviously,
hair- his
they
hair is a
messed
bit
up the timeline
Mm.
Again.
somewhere.
They're always going to mess up time. I think there's never going to be an easy way for them to just come back.
They need to figure out how to jump to where they want to jump to.
I think.
Well, they did jump to the right
Yeah,
time.
it's just.
It's just a different
Different-
reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different timeline.
Yeah.
Well, they damaged the commission now, so they're not on course for the timeline, innit? It's like,
And they actually killed
Well, the commission's still
the
going.
handler. Yeah.
The commission.
No, that
yeah,
man's
yeah.
running in.
That little-
that
that little
small
man's
one.
there.
I like him.
I
I
liked
like him.
yeah.
And I think they're going to try and find more of them, like the people that were born with these powers and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. So
Mm.
Diego's girl, she
She's-
ended up like teleported
She ran
somewhere.
away. Yeah.
But I think she'll be back, and I think she'll join them. Diego loves her as well.
She's going to come out. She loves him.
Yeah, she loves him.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's just she has a lot to process, like everybody else. Your mom's
Yeah.
evil in it. She killed your parents.
That's it.
She's
She has a
got
lot
the
to
same.
process. Same issues.
Yeah, same issues.
She was just a
mummy
pawn.
issues instead.
Wow.
So, guys, overall, what do you guys think?
I love this show.
Explain why and what is it about?
I think I love the dynamics of the characters. I love how dimensional they are, especially Klaus. Like I can laugh and I can be like, what? And I could just, yeah. And there's so much hidden stuff that I just feel like I need to watch it again and see what makes sense. And I like how they write it, like you guys were saying, how they don't reveal everything at once. It's like, what? So I love that part of it. I like when they can surprise you.
I get that. I mean, I like that aspect of it where it's like, you know, it's not your typical superhero kind of show because, yeah, they got powers, but it's not exactly powers that kids grow up dreaming to have. You know, no one wants tentacles coming out of their body. Like, no one wants to be able to speak to the dead.
There's little boys that might be like, oh, what tentacles?
But,
I feel like that's such a little boy thing to say.
but I do like it.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Yeah, I like Five because his humor is just so dry, and I love it. And then obviously Klaus. Overall, would I recommend it to someone? Probably not.
Really?
I would probably say, look, if there's nothing else to really watch
Really?
it. Because I liked it, but I didn't like it to a point where it's like, oh my God, I can't wait for season 3,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm about 6 out of 10 for me.
Mm.
Come on.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's just a different spin on a typical superhero. Like Kene said, they've all got different powers that you don't usually see. Like usually you think, oh, they're gonna be invisible, they can fly, or you know, what I mean, like Kene said, someone's got tentacles coming out their body. One can talk to the dead. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got different powers. One person can just say, I heard a rumor and be controlled. I like the characters. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do next season because the dad's an alien, isn't it? So I need to find out where he came from, what he's planning to do, all them things there. So yeah, I think overall it's good. I would definitely recommend. I'd say it's like a 8 out of 10.
I'm with Joe on this, my brother. I think I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone else. I feel like it's okay. To get what I mean? Like as I said, the trailers never really drew me in originally anyway. I feel like it's one of those shows that in the end I'll just get bored with.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It does, even though it's not necessarily a Marvel or DC superhero show, but those kind of bracket of shows, I watched them all from the beginning. They never was great anyway, but I carried on watching them, and then I was like, I've had enough of these.
Yeah, Arrow.
And I feel like this is kind of similar to that. I do understand what you guys are saying in terms of the plot twists and the power situations and yeah, I think that's only because it's a separate show from Marvel and stuff, and it's like a proper Netflix show. So I think that's literally why. But other than that, it's alright. I will watch season 3 just because I'm hooked. I'm in it now. I'm in the trap. But yeah, get out the trap before it traps you.
Listen, it's true. Well, I mean, I can't lie. I'll probably watch season 3 as well because, like you said, we're in the trap. I do prefer The Boys, which has recently just come out.
Mad.
That's what I'm watching at the moment.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2 of The Boys, because that superhero take is completely different. It's the same, but it's different. But it's like, I don't know. It's just sick. That's something that I prefer. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate it.
And shout out what you think of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah,
Let us know what you're thinking. Yes, let us know your thoughts, your theories. Catch us on all socials.
Yep. The Binge Pod UK.
Goodbye.
Peace and love.
See you later.
Feel free to join in the conversation on social media at the Binge Pod UK.